Good morning. It's Monday. How are you all feeling this morning? It is February 5th. I can't believe we're 5 days into February already, but it is what it is, right? Um, so welcome. Please, as you come in, say hi. I am excited to be here, kind of starting this new format of going live every morning and exploring where this can take us together. I am discovering as much about myself as I'm sure that you guys are all discovering about yourselves. And, it's kind of nice to be able to come together and check base with one another. But today we're going to be pulling some cards for the day. And if you want me to pull a card for you, I'm going to do that today also. I've been doing most of these lives from the store, but today I'm actually at my office and it's so peaceful and quiet. Usually I'm a whirlwind when I go into the store and I'm showing off all the great things and talking to the readers. But Mondays are really my more quiet days where I have a slower start. And it's something that I grace myself with because, we know the week is going to be busy. We know there's going to be a lot to do and accomplish. And so for me, Mondays is kind of what I call it my office day, which means I don't really book anything on that day unless it's pertaining to office work. And so I can have a little slower start. And like I said, that's my grace to start the day, to start the week. So today, I've got my tea. So I hope you guys have your coffee or your tea or whatever it is that your drink of choice in the morning. And I have one of my crystals. This is one of my, from my personal collection, is a mahogany obsidian dragon skull. And he asked to join today. I was just like walking along and he popped in and said, I should go on your live today. And I was like, really? Why do you want to come on the live? And he wanted to share his energy with all of you. So mahogany obsidian is very much a grounding stone. It provides stability. It helps release negative energies. And to me it's a very personal stone. It's like when I'm holding him, it's almost like he can just, and all crystals do this, they vibe into your own energy and see how they can serve. But for some reason this one just feels like it's really connecting to a deeper level, and maybe it's that grounding that it provides. He feels so peaceful. I don't know. So yeah, he is going to join us in our session today. All right. I'm using StreamYard today. So for any of you who want to make comments, StreamYard may ask you to give permission to use your name. And that just is so that I can click on your comment or your question and put it on the screen so everyone can see. And that's the only reason they ask for it, is just that you realize that I'm on this third-party app to stream to many locations at once and have a better utility to get everybody on board about what's going on. So how is everybody today? I see some people have joined. Who's here? Say hi. Say hi. How was your Monday going? How was your weekend? I am going to, like I said, I'm pulling cards for today, Monday, February 5th. And I have 3 decks for us today. I have the Elena Fairchild Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, which is, I wasn't sure I was going to like this deck when I first got it. I got it because I like Elena Fairchild, but I'll admit it's funky, but it is really fun and free-spirited. So it's turned out to be one of my favorites. And then Soul Truth. I was actually looking for this deck all last week at my other office and could not find it. And I found it here today. So I was really happy to find it. And then the third deck is chakra reading cards, tuning into the chakras. So we're going to have you vibe into which deck you are interested in. And then we're going to shuffle, pull out some cards for the day. So the first deck, like I said, is the Kuan Yin. The second one, if you're vibing into this, we have cards from each of these decks. And when you just vibe into which one felt like that one that resonated with you. That's the card for you. Although I will admit, usually with these, uh, when I do the whole three cards, usually they tie into a theme for the day. All right. So that first deck, as I said, is the Wild Kuan Yin. Wild Kuan Yin. Back of the cards are beautiful red with kind of a mandala. And we have two cards actually that came out here. We have Blessing of the Kite Dancer. Doesn't she look carefree? She is just like flying high. And that's what's unique about these cards is they really do have this, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like they'll have like one picture, like the back of this, and then they've applied something else, but it makes a really unique look. This, you even see the bottom of some animal here. It makes a very unique card that you can feel the vibration and the energy, the message of. And actually, I said two cards fell out when I did this deck. So whoever picked the Wild Kuan Yin for themselves, they get two cards. The second card is Sisters of the Spring Swallow, good fortune granted. I like that. So when I vibe into this, I've read what, she has named these cards, but when I vibe into this, to me, this is all about setting yourself free. This is about letting yourself like, don't feel like you are stuck in one place or that you can't even jump. Like, let's learn how to release ourselves from some stuck energy, jump high, maybe dance. And this is a light energy. It's like setting yourself free. And then I found this interesting because when I look at this card in conjunction with the other one, this one is like, you may still have to do your everyday chores. I mean, we still have things that we have to do every day. We may have to go to work. We may have to take care of the kids or the husband or whatever it is that you choose to do. But it doesn't mean that you can't still do this. And that's why I think they came together is like you can have responsibilities and go about your chores and doing the things that you need to do, but you can do it maybe in a way where you're sharing the load, like the picture of the two girls sharing this load of getting stuff done. And you can kick up your heels while you're doing it. Have fun with it. So that was the Wild Kuan Yin cards that came out for today. Now the second deck is Soul Truth. Self-awareness card deck. And these cards are not so much about the pictures, they're more messages. And so the card, and this is not the card that, although, we could have it, but they'll have a question, and then it has a more in-depth information for you to reflect on and maybe take action on. So we're going to pull a card for today out of this deck, Soul Truth. This is by Brian Hovey. It says daily questions that will transform your life. All right, and this card for today is that you are the asset. All right, so that was that side. I'm going to say this question now. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to life? All right, I'm loving this. And again, how it connects to you need to, set yourself free from the grinding heaviness of everyday life. And instead, realize that sometimes we just need rest to restore our energy and to show up, to be able to do that. For me, I run my own business and I could easily work 7 days a week if I allowed it. And I used to allow that, but my spiritual team started like really knocking on my door about it, going, hey, why can't you take a day off? And I'm like, well, I've got so much to do. And they're like, yeah, but when I am putting myself last, I'm not valuing myself. So we have to realize that to set ourselves free and to have fun, we have to have value for ourselves and to be able to say, I'm worthy enough that I don't have to work, that I can maybe for a day, right? We may have to show up consistently, but then we can also show up for ourselves consistently in taking care of ourselves and finding the energy and getting restored to show up. So the back of the card says you are the asset, the body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much rest you're getting, and how you can help your body rest. And today's soul action, they suggest to take a bath, put on lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, and give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. And they have a mantra for you. Today's mantra: the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. So, that's almost something that worries me, that we have to rest so that we can contribute. What if we just rest because we are worthy enough, that we value ourselves enough that we can give ourselves that break? All right, so that's card number 2. Deck number 3 is chakra. How are your chakras today? All right, the back of these cards have a beautiful chakra design. And let's see what the chakra card is. So I want to know, as you pick these cards, does the one that come up resonate with you, apply to your life? I want to hear from you, if you feel like it. It's a freedom. It's all about self-empowerment here. Do whatever you want, however you want, whenever you want. All right. Card that come out for the chakra reading cards is inspiration. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? So inspiration, I like the word inspiration. When I work with people, we talk a lot about tuning into our intuition, but a lot of people feel intimidated by that word, going, oh, I don't know what my intuition is saying, or I'm not psychic, or I don't have that ability. And we all have that ability. Sometimes we just don't realize that it's kind of sneaky and it comes in out of nowhere and kind of gets messed up or kind of becomes a part of the jumble of our brain thinking of things. So I like to use the word inspiration, because inspiration is when you're moving through your day and you look at something and go, "Ooh, that would be fun to do." That's inspiration. And it's intuitive too, but following inspiration can be key in meeting and going into your purpose. It can be key to just finding the synchronicities of your day and tapping into the easy flow of your life, because there are places where we can just kind of get into the flow and everything works out the way it's meant to be. And as long as you're following your inspiration, you're going to get there. You'll absolutely get there one way or another. Believe me, those spiritual teams are amazing at getting people to follow their inspiration. And like I said, they'll be sneaky if they need to get you where you need to be. So it's all good. All right, so the cards that we had was card number 1, actually came out to be 2 cards with the Wild Quinn, and card number 2, are you getting enough rest and showing up? And then 3, how are you following your inspiration? Can you follow your inspiration? Do you recognize it as inspiration? And so I love the theme here today, because the theme really is about setting yourself free, letting yourself fly. Still got to do the everyday stuff, but doing it maybe with a different perspective and a light heart. And you can, as long as you're restoring yourself, showing fully up for yourself, and giving permission to take care of yourself. And when you're doing those things, that inspiration has such a much easier way to show up in your life, to reveal itself. So those are the cards for today. And, allow yourself to feel that inspiration. Take it easy, drink your tea, and have some fun in life. Enjoy yourself. All right. So did anybody want to have a card pulled for them? We'll move into that. We'll move into anyone who might want to have a card pulled for them. And if you do, you got to let me know which deck you want them to be pulled from. All right, so I'm not seeing any comments, but I see people here. So I'm curious, is this let me know if my comments are working on this. Why don't know? I'm starting to sing now. That's inspiration. All right. Well, maybe you're just all being quiet today, and that's okay. I'm just curious if my technology is working. I didn't even bring my phone up here to look at it to see from a different perspective if anyone's making comments. See, technology, it's such a joy. I tell you, if there's anything going on to challenge me, it's going to be in the technology realm. Technology is I tell you, it's just something that wants to uh, challenge me to find patience. It wants me to find patience. All right. Well, um, we've done the cards for the day. Since we're not a store, we really don't have any products of the day, but it was so lovely to see you guys. I want you to enjoy your day, and I'm going to have to check out my technology and see if it's really working to its optimal level. It says it's connected, but it's not showing me any comments. And so who knows? Who knows if this is working or not? I don't know. I think it is going to be an amazing day. I want everyone to go fly and let their little, what's she called? The blessings of the kite dancer be part of your life today. And yeah, so we will see you tomorrow. I'll be back here tomorrow around 10 a.m. and I hope to see you. And hopefully I'll know how to run technology. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Namaste.